Minnesota Squad, back with another video. I see the title was going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. I was actually geeked to do this video. I don't know why. Before we get in the video, Happy New Year's to all. Happy New Year's. I'm telling y'all. Definitely lit. Like I said in the last video, make sure y'all safe. People that are, that's going out, even chilling, at home. It's definitely some wild things, that go on. I'm not gonna lie. So definitely make sure y'all safe. Myself, my family, we hopefully in for the night. I don't like jinxing myself. But definitely been a tough year. But one thing about it, keep staying positive, keep pushing, keep praying. Always. All right, now here it is. Nick Shirley confronted more Somali fraudulent daycares in Minnesota. So not only one or two. There's a lot of daycares, that are in for it right now. Check it out.
I knocked on the door, and to my surprise, somebody actually answered the door. Hello? Can we speak? Yeah. I would like to check a child in the daycare. Why? Can I speak to a manager? Where can I get paperwork to file for my son? I wanted to put my son Joey in daycare. And after a few questions, the lady went silent. Looks like little Joey Shirley ain't going to daycare here. And now where are we going?
Now we're going to Sweet Angel Child Care.
We're in the middle of a strip mall here inside of this neighborhood.
In fiscal year 2025, this facility, which has its license for 74 kids, was paid $1.26 million in tax money. And there are no kids, and all the facilities are the same way, all of them.
Let's see if anyone opens.
Yeah, let's see.
Once again, I try to find a spot for my son Joey, and they would not open the door. I want to put my son Joey in daycare. Cuz I need a spot to put my son Joey.
Yes.
Is this your daycare center?
No, I work there. What's happened?
I just want to put a child in daycare, but all the daycare centers seem to be closed. No one's opening the doors.
You work here?
I was, yeah. What's happened?
Where are the kids?
Yeah?
It says it's licensed for 74 children. Right here, state of Minnesota. Where are the kids? They got paid $1.26 million.
Why is he still saying, huh? He didn't ask. He asked where the kids. I'm not even gonna. He asked where the kids like 5 times. He keeps saying, huh? Like I'm not even trying to be mean. Or how are you saying, huh, right now? And he's literally saying he's asking the same question out loud. What is he not getting? That's how you know it's some BS going
for
around.
74 children. Right here, state of Minnesota. Where are the kids? They got paid $1.26 million in fiscal year 2025. It says they have a capacity for 74 children.
When?
Where are the kids? Right here. State of Minnesota website. You work here and you don't know?
I don't know. I was there before. I don't know what's going on.
Were there any kids when you worked here?
He's there. Kids there.
How many?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
You worked here. Okay, well then you're not of any help.
Can I put my son in a daycare here?
No, I don't know.
Can I speak to someone?
No, I don't know.
No? Yeah, I would like to.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. They only want Somalian kids there. They only want Somalian kids in there. I don't even care, bro. Like, that's how I look at it. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to about me in my comments. I don't even care, bro. They don't want nobody else's kids in there. If it's any kids in there. That's just how I feel about it. I don't know about y'all, but honestly, it's CNN's interview with Nick Shirley. And it backfires. Check it out.
Done enough. I mean, they would say, look, these fraud cases have been going on, but they've already done like 80 indictments. The cases have been going on, for years.
And why did I show up one day in Minnesota and go to all these daycares, no children, they're receiving millions of dollars. We uncovered nearly $110 million in fraud in one day.
How do you know that all the allegations that you're making are true?
How do I know that they're true? Well, we showed you guys what was happening, and then you guys can go ahead and make your own analysis.
We're coming so we can make our own analysis. Are you 100% sure you're true?
Yeah, I am 100% sure I'm true.
CNN is looking into Shirley's claims.
Hi, my name's Whitney Wild. I'm a correspondent for CNN.
We reached out to several of the daycares featured in the now viral video. Only one daycare facility answered and said
Only one. She just said so they tried to press Nick Shirley, and then she says that she called several daycares and only one answered. It's right. Like, I'm just confused. Like, I promise y'all, I'm so confused with individuals right now, y'all.
Legitimate business.
Have you seen the videos, you know, purporting that some of these daycares don't have kids inside?
Minnesota Republicans say despite the new focus from the Trump administration, they have been sounding the alarm on fraud for years.
Done enough. I mean,
I'm confused. I'm so confused. It gets worse. Somali daycare manager speaks to the media after his business was allegedly broken into, y'all. They are saying that their business then got broken into, y'all, and claims the student enrollment and the employee documentation was stolen. Who the hell is gonna want that, bro? Like, I'm honestly just trying to figure out who is gonna want that. Who cares? We already see it. Trust me, we already see it. Ain't no kids in there. Somebody then went in there and stole. Honestly, they would have been better off saying, like, I ain't even gonna lie. They would have probably been better off saying they came in there and stole diapers, wipes, bags, food. They would have been better off saying that added to the student enrollment employee documentation. They said the student enrollment and employee documentation was stolen, y'all. This is crazy. I'm telling y'all, it's getting crazy.
Unfortunately, we saw that there was important documentation, enrollment of the children, and also employee documentation that was gone. There were also checkbooks that were ripped from our check papers that were ripped from our book. This is devastating news, and we don't know why this is targeting our Somali community, as one video made by a specific individual made this all happen. We've been receiving hateful.
I'm telling y'all, they literally sit there and don't take accountability for their actions, blaming everything on Nick Shirley, and then go and play victim.
Receiving
I be want to say
hateful messages through our voice notes threatening us the past couple of days, including one that
how is people threatening y'all? Y'all phones don't even work. It go to Tim Walz's office. Just sitting there lying. They had the audacity to wear that New York Yankees hat, bro. Take that off, gang. You don't like. I'm telling y'all, like, I'm being so for real, bro. I'm being so for real. Like, I'm truly irritated at the simple fact that, man, I'm trying to hold everything together. I'm trying to hold everything together that I possibly can.
the past couple of days, including one that happened yesterday morning when after the break-in. This is frightening and exhausting because this is happening to us Somali communities as Somali Americans. We are supposed to stand with each other and
Somali Americans. He said Somali Americans, y'all.
Americans. We are supposed to stand with each other and help each other through everything that's happening. This is also sad that a video can cause all of this. I want to say that there are hundreds of daycares out there, Somali daycares that are out there, and we all help our children and everyone in our community.
See how he stumbled over his words? They only care about them, bro. They literally only care about them. He literally just said our children and our community. Y'all know who in the community? Them. Come on, bro.
We have high quality daycares, and this is very sad news that
high quality daycares, and y'all literally can't spell learning. Okay, it's high quality.
One individual who made a false claim about fraud that is happening in the daycares, how engaged everyone else to come and do this to us.
I'm pretty sure it's his daycare, the one that he couldn't even spell learning. They couldn't even spell learning.
Of what they say vandals did. Now, this is where they say the vandals got into the daycare through cinder block and appeared to be unsuccessful when trying many other ways. The daycare says it appears the vandals
who is doing all of that, bro?
First tried to saw into the door of the Family Dollar next door in the shopping center, but that didn't work. The manager claims those who broke in went straight to the office, stealing information of the many children who were taken care of here.
We are not a part of any harmful things that are being said. we have no problem with CCAP, and our licensing has been good. Even the inspections. I want to say no intimidation is gonna stop us.
Of what they say.
Y'all know who do break-ins like this? I'm not even trying to be this guy, but I'm gonna be it today. I'm gonna be him. Y'all know who do break-ins like this and where I seen this from? Little holes and stuff like this. I don't know, probably Somalians. There's no way, bro. There's no way somebody's doing all of this. Stealing the, man. I'm telling y'all. This is insane. It's truly insane. This video just goes to show you how many people are fed up with so many things that's going on. Check it out.
I saw you about to throw down here in the middle of the street.
Hey, man, listen. These people hate our country. They hate everything we stand for. We have to oppose them everywhere they go, all right? Black or white. If you're a Christian in this country, these people hate your way of life. They oppose your existence. We can no longer allow this. They come over here with their Ford Fusions. Go back to your country, all right? Go back to Somalia. Bye-bye.
That ain't they Ford Fusions, though. Technically, it's our Ford Fusions, if you want to get technical with it. Technically, it's our Ford Fusions. In many ways. In many ways, if y'all know what I mean.
Go back to your country, all right? Go back to Somalia. Bye-bye. Go back.
You think any of this is fear-mongering from the right?
No, it's necessary. You know, it's not fear-mongering. We need to do this because we're looking what's happening across the pond in Europe, in Berlin, and France, all over, in London. Do we want to be like that? No. And black people, guess what? This country that you live in, you benefit from it. You should stand with your Christian brothers. Stand with our white brothers and sisters. This is our country that we've built together. We lose it, we have nothing. We lose this land, there's nothing else. You're not going to go to Africa and survive. You're not going to go to the Middle East and survive. Guess what? America was built by Christians. White people conquered the land. Black people benefit from it. We have to stand up for it. That's important.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. A lot of things he's saying is stating facts. I'm just being 100. And the truth hurts to a lot of people, but hey, it's the truth. It's surely the truth. And one thing about it, regardless if the Somalians didn't do this or anything like that, still stand together. Gotta stand together. Truly. I mean, just look what they're doing, what they're causing. Not only just fraud, but the many other things that they're doing to American individuals. People got to start realizing what's going on. I'm telling y'all, they got to start realizing what's going on. Says Elon Musk noted, just stop caring whether they call you racist or not. They do not. They do that to scare away increase. Doing so used to work, but not anymore. I'm telling y'all. Fraud is fraud.
Is saying that you and others that are out there trying to expose this, you know, you're doing it because you're white supremacists. What is your response to him?
Yeah, Tim wants votes. There are entire apartment complexes where white people have been pushed out of these apartment complexes because Somalians have taken over in their inside of these towns like Minneapolis, where they can go get votes from these people. And if you have 100,000 people that will vote for you because you're going to enable and let this stuff happen, and because you're going to call a white person racist for calling out facts, this is what's going to happen to a state like Minnesota. Minnesotans, they say Minnesota nice, but they are very upset. And I fully understand why they're upset. Because they don't have a governor who's actually working for them. He's actually working against them.
Exactly. And like I said, fraud is fraud. I don't care what anybody say. Said it in my last video. I've been saying it all week. Fraud is fraud. They always try to throw this, this race issue in it. No. Fraud is fraud. Got it right here. ICE director. On how he feels, about these situations and what they're going to be doing and what they've already, been doing in Minnesota. Check it out.
ICE has been on the ground in Minnesota for a while now looking at these fraud claims. And one thing now the Homeland Security Investigation Special Agents are looking into is just that you said, that money trail, where this money is going to foreign aid. Obviously looking at any type of links to any criminal activity, obviously terrorism activity, and one thing you will see is that ICE is actually out there going with criminal warrants to conduct these investigations. So all too often you hear that ICE is just out there terrorizing the community or conducting administrative work. We've been on the ground in Minnesota conducting criminal investigations, and Homeland Security investigations has gone door to door to a lot of these suspected fraud sites all over St. Paul and Minnesota, and we're learning a lot. ICE has been on the ground.
Y'all see it. Let's hope this leads to a lot of charges and convictions. Me personally, I truly feel as if, you know, this is very, very much so great news. Obviously, you know, I've been saying that I want to see, you know, individuals getting arrested, individuals, you know, getting removed, and these individuals, you know, when it comes to deportation. But at the same time, I want them to find everything possible, especially on Tim Walz and Ilhan Omar. I'm telling y'all. Real talk. Check it out right here. This is Caroline Levitt.
Does President Trump want those Somalis to have their citizenship revoked if convicted of fraud?
Absolutely. And it's something the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of State is currently looking at right now. It's something this administration has already done. And we know that there are liberal activist judges across the country who will try to block and tackle this administration from pursuing justice at every turn. But that's not going to stop the president and his entire cabinet by acting on behalf of law-abiding, tax-paying citizens in the state of Minnesota and in states across the country who have been ripped off by people who abused our immigration system, came to our country, do not love our country or respect our values, and now have been ripping off and stealing money from law-abiding Americans. This administration is not going to tolerate it. And again, this is a whole of government effort. We've surged resources. As you pointed out, the Department of Justice has already charged and prosecuted nearly 100 people. In fact, some of the buildings and some of the sites that Nick Shirley exposed in that video are under current investigation by the Department of Justice. One of those sites, the Midway building, resulted in 13 defendants already being charged earlier this year under the leadership of our Attorney General and President Trump. So that is definitely going to continue.
Y'all got it right here. Got it right here. Good news all around the board. I definitely see a lot happening, you know, near future. So just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Definitely Happy New Year to all. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love to every single last one of y'all. Definitely means a lot on everything that y'all, you know, do. You know, it's supporting me, you know, throughout this year. It's definitely an amazing thing. Definitely an amazing thing. You know, thinking about it, you know, this whole year has definitely, you know, been very challenging for me. It definitely has, you know. But one thing about it, I definitely appreciate y'all, you know, for everything that y'all do, you know, for myself, you know, for my family, you know, definitely means a lot. Definitely means a lot. Prayers go out, you know, to your family, and pray that y'all have a wonderful, you know, upcoming year. You know, I truly know that things have been tough, but one thing about it, and regardless, you know, this situation with Minnesota, you know, financial, you know, physical things, emotional things, you know, that's going on mentally, you know, with your mental, you know, it's a lot of things, you know, that, you know, people go through. But one thing about it, you know, is to try to stay positive, you know, and to keep pushing through, you know, and always, you know, bow in prayer. Definitely helps, you know. Like I said, it definitely has been challenging for me. I feel like a lot of people always look at the simple fact, you know, oh, that's reckless. You know, he gets on here. Yeah, it's definitely been challenging. It definitely has been challenging with a lot of things. I'm not a person that, you know, go into detail with everything that's going down. But, you know, I always, you know, I have to realize on how blessed, you know, myself, my family is when it comes down to it. And on top of that, you know, somebody has it worse than you. So it's something that, you know, I tend to think about all the time and, you know, just try to keep my head up about it. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.